Hello and welcome to this taste challenge. I have two 40% alcohol Canadian blended whiskeys with no age statement. This is Canadian Lake, introduced in 1992. It's got the same exact label as Canadian Leaf, but and they're both from the same distillery, Oak Park Distilling. Well, at least they're bottled there in Maryland. They're from Canada, somewhere in Canada. So there you go. It's inexpensive, $15.99 at Total Wine and More. It's got natural flavors, and it tastes like they went a little overboard with the flavoring. Like they went a little berserk with vanilla. It's in a plastic bottle, and even the 750 milliliter bottle is plastic. The competitor is 40 Creek Premium Barrel Select Canadian Whiskeys. Got a new label now, and this is an older bottle I bought. Walmart had a deal on this, had it for $9. Nice glass, embossed brown, protects it from the light. $9. I couldn't pass it up. I don't know why they had it so cheap, but I certainly didn't go ask about it. I just bought it. Okay. Normally this runs around $20. You can see that the barrel select is much darker. Now, is that from caramel color added or charred oak? I don't know. Copper. And this one is amber. I'll do a screen share real quick. There is no website for the Canadian Lake, so can't show you that. Here we go. Barrel Select Niagara Whiskey. Same award-winning whiskey. The blend that started it all. Our Barrel Select whiskey was our first blend that showed the world what Canadian whiskey could be. Originally released in 2000, it's a unique blend of individually aged grain whiskeys from rye, barley, and corn revealed what was possible when driven by innovation and wild spirit. Aged whiskey in seasoned ex-bourbon barrels and new American white oak gives a unique full flavor profile. All right. So I'll put that in the notes. I'll put that in the notes in a minute. So it's aged in ex-bourbon barrels and white oak. Corn, rye, malted barley. Nothing unusual about that. Let me just go back to that website in case I need to reference it. Individually aged. So each whiskey, the rye whiskeys, the malted barley whiskeys, corn whiskeys are aged separately. Then they blend them together. All right. Where is this bottle? Let's just check. Canadian whiskey. Imported through San Francisco, but it doesn't say bottled in San Francisco. No. Doesn't matter. Now, I remember that the 40 Creek, which is owned by Campari, had like a maple syrup aroma and flavor. I'm not saying they add maple syrup, but that would be a natural flavor, but I don't know. It's strange. Let's go to the taste here. Yeah, you get the vanilla, the almond, pecan oil. That's the Canadian Lake. Don't even need to look at the label. I mean, I will, but I didn't need to look at the label because it's so obvious. Forty Creek. Rich, corn, sweet corn, but it's like a caramel corn and maple syrup. Now, it doesn't say anything about natural flavors added, but then on the other hand, Canadian whiskey is not required to list that. If they have it, they can just put it in there. Ontario, Canada, 40 Creek Distillery. John Hall, the founder, not the owner. He sold it to Campari. And they make so many different whiskeys, but the availability is kind of spotty. You can find this one all around Louisiana. Other variants, well, maybe. Rich, bold flavor. It is a rich, bold flavor. Is it a better flavor? They're both light to medium bodied with a semi-sweet finish, I guess you'd say, or even a dry finish, semi-dry finish. Same thing, right? Got the chart up. Is it better? It's a little bit better. But I would say it's not that great. So, although I like it, but you might want to just save the money and get the Canadian Lake. I don't know. It depends on how you see it. Canadian Lake, I give it a B, like an 8.3 out of 10. 40 Creek, the way I'm tasting it right now, maybe a 8.7. Good, a little bit better in the good range. So, all right, y'all take care. I'm glad I only paid $9. Y'all take care and see y'all next time for another taste challenge.